All right, guys. This was a tournament earlier. I'm going to do a play-by-play. Um, I started several times, recording what I was doing as I was doing it, trying to streamline the video a bit so it wasn't quite so, I think, overwhelming. Um, just hands that, fold, fold, fold are super boring. I wanted you to see the more exciting clips. And I also get a chance to like review my own play and see what I might have changed. Looking positive. Uh-oh, gonna slow play. I think I'm ahead. What, I bet half the pot? Nice. I've been playing more of these small pairs with a modicum of success. Usually they're only really valuable unless you hit trips, you hit three of a kind. In an instance like this, not so much. And of course, you will mock me by giving me the third five after I have let it go. I feel much better about my limited aggression, if you will, being able to raise in positions with less than premium holdings. I feel much better about being able to raise or bet the top 25% of my hands without fear, without concern. I still make mistakes now and then, but my overall play is pretty good, I think. And I'm winning consistently enough that the bankroll continues to grow. I'm still about $20 shy of that $200 mark to go to the $5 tables, but just a matter of time. Keep working at it. Totally not worth it. For that bet sizing, the times in which I would actually draw a jack, 1 in 10. Judging situations and parameters, being able to um, arrange things the way I want. Let's see if I can drop this a little bit. Does that go any lower? No, it does not. Can I adjust this a little bit? Maybe, maybe. There we go. Let's see how that does. A little bit better. Something like that. Let me see if I back out now. Just a little. A little bit better there. A little bit more. Um, just having a better sense of like what's going on at the table. I've got a7. Okay, in my head. I'm in position. Okay, I decided to call. Now in my head. Somebody could have queen jack, somebody could have two diamonds. No. You again lose the small pots, win the big ones if at all possible. And I love the small pairs. Doesn't always win, but it depends on what people have. The re-raise doesn't really bother me. Could have anything. AK. And between the two, excellent call to me. And I think I remember this hand in particular. Okay, does he have an 8? No, but he bets 400 on the whole pot. And I go, okay, did he have an 8? Did he have a pair of 7s? Does he have a pair of 9s? Anything higher? And I'm almost positive I remember that because he's betting heavy. I have no idea what. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Reasonable risk. One, I can afford to lose $1. This is just a 9-player tournament, by the way. This isn't a 27-player. Do I think the guy's got it every time? And my hunch paid off pretty well because I'm second stack at the table with a completely crappy hand, to be frank. Check. I know my play well enough. Cheap flop, cheap flop. Likely not ahead. Sure, why not? Min bet. All that aggression. I have gotten to my table's level there. I'm like, min bet. Oh, they love this. Keep them guessing. If he checks, I probably check. See no reason to put more in. Yep. Likely no. Oh, yes. That's the aggression we've come to expect here at Bovada. The min bet. Yes. 2 pair at the river. I think I remember this as well. Nope. That's a big no. That continues to be a big no. Mm-hmm. Bet. Or did I limp in? Come on, bet. What do I do? What do I do? Ooh, aggressive. Did not hit at all. I probably bet here. Yep. You don't want somebody getting in on a completely cheap flop. Does it let it go after this? Yep. And it improved. I think I bet here. Can't remember. No, probably limp in. Yep. I probably call this. Yep. And I think this is about to be trouble. I either won or lost this hand. I think I won it, but we'll see. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Trash. If it folds to me, I bet this. That's my guess. Probably still bet. Yep. I think number 9 becomes a pain in my ass. Um, do, do I call here? Yeah. Uh-oh. I think I take a pot right here, bro. Nice. Hey, I'm proud of myself. Doing okay there. Straight draw, flush draw, straight flush draw. Tons of options. And the flush hits. Yeah, I doubt he's got anything. And before too long, I think it's number 9 and number 6. I think it's number 9 and number 6 become royal pains in my asses. I get really annoyed. I think it might have started here. Did he jam? No. But it didn't hit. I think I wind up letting this go if I remember correctly. He jams or something. I think I try for the flush. The flush fails if I remember correctly. Yeah. I just have an ace high air ball. Nope. You got nothing. Oh, I reached from my mouse like I was gonna play it. I'm like, yo, you're reviewing a hand you played, man. What do I do here? Is he limp? Probably just check it down. Oh. Good flush draw. Yep. His betting didn't make me think he's got a full house or something, 3 of a kind. I don't think that's good enough to call with. His bet is really solid. I mean, he might as well have put all in. Let's see what he does here. I'm going to increase my volume. This isn't very high. How's that? Is that doing better? How's that right there? That looks a little bit better. Let me attach this a little bit higher. Not a bad bet, I don't think. I think this is where I started to get into issue. Because these guys start playing back real aggressive. It wasn't that one, but we'll see what happens. Oh, come on now. There we go. So I adjusted the volume. That should be a little bit better. There we go. We'll see how this runs. If there's no aggression, I probably call this. Yeah. Nope. If he bets solid, I let it go. That's my guess. Yeah. That's way more than half. Lose the small pots. I continue to have an idea. That guy got eliminated. I think it was a pretty brutal hand. I think number 6 had like a pair of 6s or something, and the other guy had ace jack, if I remember. Flush draw, straight draw, bottom pair. What happens here? Yeah, okay, let's it go. And here in a bit, like I said, these two guys, number 6, I think more so. I think he's the most annoying one. Number 6 really gets under my skin at a certain point. Bet. And I think what happens is they just get tired of me betting. They get tired of me playing after the flop. So if I remember correctly, they just start jamming all in, which can be really challenging because the semi-bluff usually. Sometimes I've got aces or kings or something, but a lot of times it's a semi-bluff. Chick. Chick. Come on, give me a diamond. Oh, nice. I didn't think you got it. Nice. Why not? I got a stack. I think I just bet standard and he folds if I remember. And it's this betting that I think they got tired of. Because it looks like I'm just being a bully with my stack. And if he folds, I probably bet this. And this may have been where the aggression started. I know it's coming though, because I remember being annoyed by this earlier. This was the only one I played earlier with just this 1-9 player. I didn't play anything else. I think they let this go. Did they let this go? Yeah. And again, I bet they fold. I bet they fold. And then eventually I bet and they're like, all in. I'm like, oh, here we go. But my stack is good. I think my play is decent so far. It's interesting to watch it back and see that I kind of would play it similarly. There's some consistency method to my madness. Is this it? Nope. They let it go even to the ace five. It's getting a little more loose, but my stack size is big and we're three-handed. I've learned how to deal with the pacing of loosening my range under pressure when we get to the money. Does he? Yeah, I'd probably call this just to see. No, the six is not good enough. Yeah. Yeah, I remember pieces of this now. I fought for this. It was it's nine players, but it's dog eat dog at one point. When's the first jam? Is this set number four? No. See? Bet, fold, bet, fold, bet, fold. They got tired of this. Just standard bet. Yeah. Excellent flop for that hand. Even if he connected with the 10, you're not worried. Three quarters of the pot. Oh, yeah. Really solid pot. For jacks, at least. Hmm. Is this where it started? I think I lose this hand. I think six jams with a pair of queens. Was this it? Yep, I think this is it. Obligatory call. Oh no, the guy woke up with a hand. So, what are you gonna do? Fold? Three-handed, ace jack? With him a smaller stack? Now bet. Now win it back. And we're a little more level now from where I was before. Chick. Oh, yeah. Now, what's the bet sizing? Do I bet half the pot? Yeah. Does he jam again? I think so. I think this is where some, yeah, here it goes. This is where some of this started. And I'm like, all right, I mean, I could call. I got 1 and 5, but he could have a queen. He could have Jack 10. He could have 8, Jack. Like, there's a wide range of stuff he might be holding. I go, this is a little more secure. We'll bet this. And is this again one of those things that he jams in? Because I'm not going to call with ace two suited. Yep. And it's profitable for him to do this if he's not afraid to die. The problem is, I don't think my hand is strong enough to call that. And I think he's just bullshitting at this point, but, you know, you could have a pair of threes and be ahead of my ace two suited. Chick. It's this thing where I had a big stack, I'm not the big stack now, and you're biding your time. I'm getting much better at understanding, okay, this is a tournament structure, it's not a cash game. It's like you just have to get to first place. How do you get them to put it in when you've got the best of it? It doesn't matter that their chip stack is a little bit larger than yours. You only have to take a hand or two to wipe them out. Old. I think it's time for a fizzy water. That's a big air ball. Run away. I don't think that 7 is good enough. And he had a better 7. It was a man bet. Fold. Yeah, I'm anxious to see if the play, once I get to those $5 tables, I wonder if the play is going to be a little better, a little tighter. I assume there may be some differences, but I wonder what the jumping off point is. Because there are better players than me by far. There's got to be people who could just run me over, because I just don't have the skill or aptitude as of yet. It's something that I've got to build slowly over time. I'm definitely less risk averse as my bankroll goes up. I understand that, ooh, took a pot with a 5. Does he jam again? Or does he? Yep. So now number 4 has caught on to it that I won't call the all in. And at this point, I'm getting livid because I'm tired of making bets and these guys are just jamming their entire stack in. Oh, let's see if you like to play back at me. See, just pissed off. King 7 is not great, but you gonna call an all in with it? And I think this happens several times where I just finally lose it. And I'm like, no, not anymore. Solid for a pair of 10s. Do I limp with this? Yeah. What does he do? Do you jam again? Mm-hmm. So at this stage, I know what I do is I go, okay, so I limp, he jams. I bet he jams. I factor that into my future betting, and I'm probably dying to catch a hand so I can limp or just bet and have him, jam his stack in. Mm, yeah, and I think that's the right move. So what do I do here? Oh, okay, interesting. And I can see myself thinking, okay, maybe he'll jam all in. And I think if I remember, I lose this hand because it just, he does check it down and it's just a complete air ball. Like it just doesn't connect with anything with my hand. And he starts betting back at me. Yeah. What's he bet the pot? Yeah. And it's like it sucked, but it was just based on his prior betting. Normally I wouldn't play ace queen that way. And you got 3,000 chips. You only got to double up once. One hand. And that's what I mean about like stacks, ratios of chip stacks. And the blinds are going up, so. I think this is just a standard bet after he limps. Or no, he just let it go. Stack is still okay. I don't like being, small stack again, but do I try to see a cheap one here? Ooh, do I jam? I was about to say, I was like, oof, man, that's rough. Nice. Dude, taking down a 1,000 chip pot with that trash is awesome. And improved. Wow. Still doing okay. It's all in ratios to the other players and what they have. Excuse me. Love seeing cheap flops. Um, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to bet that. I probably bet here if he checks. It seems kind of transparent, but you could also have Jack 9. Yeah. And I probably just check this down and minimize the pot size. Yeah. I think that's totally reasonable. What do I do here? Aha, more aggressive. You got it? 8, was it 5K now? So I'm getting kind of back where I was a little bit. Ooh, okay. I probably call, and that is a horrible. I guarantee you he puts it all in after this. This is annoying, massively annoying, but he did re-raise. He's been really aggressive, but my hand just did not hit, and I do not have an ace. Yeah, there you go. And that sucks. Massively sucks. Even with that jack, I don't know that I would be ahead. Standard bet on the button. Totally reasonable. If I remember, this was the pivotal hand. This is where I'd had enough. Oops. Mm-hmm. Because you push me, and you push me, and it's like, do I think you've got it every time? No. He outgunned me by far, but I caught a very lucky hand. I was very angry when that hand went down and until I cracked him at the end. Very happy to build the stack back. Nice. You push me into a corner, what do you expect? Even the King Jack had something to do with that pot size bet. I was super pissed with the standard bet, and he jams all in. Like, nope, not this time. We lose, we lose. That is a fold. Oof. But we're heads up. And I can't recall if we go like massively back and forth. And I think at this point I was like, "Oh yes, I wanted to crush this guy." But I think he doesn't fall for it. But taking a pot's fine. Yeah, that Jack 10 was the to me was the pivotal hand, the one where I just had enough. Yeah. Nice. worked out well. There wasn't a whole lot of back and forth. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope to record some more soon. This was from March 23rd, by the way. That was the date.